Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone who is watching on the replay. My name is Lisa, and today I am doing my weekly beauty picks. Um, my apologies to everybody who was waiting for me to come live last night. I did leave a message on my community tab and on the Facebook page. Well, I didn't come back on my Facebook page after today that I wasn't, but I woke up yesterday morning with the worst headache. And when I get them really bad. So it was a bad day. Hello, hello. How are you? I know somebody is here or was here and maybe they left. Um, I just got to fix that. Maybe I should share it. Hi, Miss J. Yes, much better. Hi, Melissa. Yeah, you know what? It's to do with sleep. It's either if I get too much sleep or if I get too little sleep, I wake up with a wicked freaking headache. Yesterday morning, I think I was talking to Andrea. I don't know if she's here yet, but I was talking to Andrea like 10 or something in the morning, and I was like, yeah, woke up with it. But much better today. Hi, Cosmic Slice. How are you? What did I just drop on the floor then? So I decided to keep my February Ipsy bag because I wanted to brush. And then I gave pretty much everything in the bag away to a friend yesterday. So I'm like, okay, well, the brush and the primer was good. You're the same way, Janet. It's like there's no happy medium for me, you know? Like I have literally got to set my alarm and go, okay, 6 to 7 hours, right? But if I get more than that, headache. If I get less than that, headache. It's like, oh, it's brutal. And I love to sleep in on the weekends. It's weird because during the weekday, I'm up until 1 and 2 in the morning, and I get up at like 7:30, 8 o'clock, to start work. But then on the weekends, like Friday night, we were in bed at 12 o'clock. And I'm going, why is it on a Friday night and Saturday night I'm in bed early, but during the weekday, I go to bed late? You have to get 8 hours or you're done otherwise. Yeah, my mom's the same way too. If she gets too much, she gets a bad headache. I'm finding it really, really freaking hot in here today. Oh, Lord. So who is going to be watching, what's it called? The Oprah Winfrey and Prince Harry and Princess, well, I guess, do we call her Princess Meghan? I don't know because is he no longer Prince Harry now? How is that going? But I'm excited to watch it. I might like record it and watch it afterwards with no commercials, but I'm assuming, is it going to be on TV or is it going to be on OWN? Like what network is it going to be on? I'm going to be picking up my beauty picks, by the way. Let's go with the primer first. Feels like I don't have many primers left in here. It's just hairy now. Okay. I'm going to be using the Hourglass Primer, which I don't know if I like this primer or not. Yeah, that's on, I'm assuming like 8 o'clock tonight. I don't even know what time. Does anyone know what time it starts? I was watching this video. So these guys over in England got 4, hi MK, got 4 what they call royal advisors, right? He's always talking about the royal family stuff. And so even though they haven't seen the interview, they went on record talking about an interview that they didn't see, and they were like just saying everything about Meghan and pretending that they seen the interview and were just like really putting her down and saying awful things about her, but they didn't even see the interview. And it was like, this is how much, oh, it's brutal. I just think that it's brutal. It's brutal. I think the way they got treated, by the press in Britain and stuff like that. It's crazy, and I don't blame Harry one bit for leaving. Don't blame him one bit to go, I'm done with this. I don't want it. You know what I mean? Because I'd be scared, right? They killed his mother. I'd be terrified. I'm like, is this good still? Oh, I thought it was chunky, but it's just like holes in there. All right, so this is the Hourglass Primer. I've had this for a while, but I don't know if I like it or not. The Hourglass Veil Primer. Anybody ever use this? Do you like it? Cosmic, he gave up his royal titles. They are still just a Duke and Duchess of Sussex. Okay. So he's got some kind of a title, right? He's the Duke. They are no longer HRH. You're gonna PBR it just in case, because you're gonna watch your 90-minute fiance show. I've never watched those shows. The 90-minute, the fiance thingy. What is it called? 90-minute fiance. 90-day fiance, 90-minute. I've never watched any of those shows. There's another one, Big Brother or something like that. I never watched that one. I know there's a few more of those really popular shows out there that I've never watched. Hi, Jen B. You're having your coffee? I'm good, love. Makes you wonder why they still have the monarchy in this modern world. You know what, Jen? Here's the thing, right? I seen a couple of days ago on the news, it said, now I don't know if it was in Canada or if it was in the US, but they found a Nazi soldier and deported him back to wherever charged with his crimes, right? And he was like 90 something years old, like old, 90 something, 100 and something, I don't know, but I remember reading that on the news a few days ago for crimes against humanity. And that's what, so the African slave trade, crimes against humanity, right? And when you think about it, the crown, I mean, they profited off the slave trade more than anybody else. They had the Royal African Trading Company. They were the ones, it's legit documented that they made the most profit of stealing people. You know what I mean? And everything that, you know, that was, and what the just crimes against humanity, you know. And when you think about it, for hundreds of years, these kings are sitting on their throne making laws going, okay, so this is cool, you know, this is all good, I'm the king, you can go and kidnap people from another country and turn them into slaves. And the queen is as rich as she is today because of that. Do you know what I'm saying? Like blood money, crimes against humanity, but yet here we are praising and worshiping the crown. None of it makes sense to me. It absolutely makes no sense to me when you think about it. You know, like I know the English weren't the first with the slave trade. Like I know back in the 1500s, it was Portugal and Spain, right? Portugal kind of mostly back in the 1500s, and then Spain got involved, and then England got involved, and then King Charles I made the law that, you know, you can do this. This is it. It was okay, right? And they made their own company. They made the most freaking money. So, you know, she's up there sitting on her throne, and that's all what she got. That is all blood money, you know. And we're worshiping this, like, but this Nazi guy, 96 years old, he, you know, did crimes against humanity, you know, in World War II and stuff. He's going back to be, you know, he's got to face his crimes, right? Why do we still have a crown? All the terrible things that the crown, not just the queen, but her father's 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 father, whatever, why do they still exist? Like, I don't get it. You know what I mean? Like the terrible things that they have done to the world, but yet they're sitting pretty, you know? I don't get it. Okay, I'm gonna go read some comments. MK wants to know if anyone uses retinol. Cosmic said, I'm not interested in watching them get interviewed really, since they're turning their backs on the monarchy. I think, you know, I don't even think there should be one. That's my opinion. But everyone's entitled to their own opinion too. The monarchy is a huge part of our history and is ingrained in our entire political system, and you have no desire to be more like the Americans. And that's, and you know what, Cosmic, that's your right to have your own opinion. I just don't think that they're doing anything for us. And I think if you go back through history and see all of the abuse and the crimes against humanity, it was from the crown. That's my opinion, no, and that's yours, and everyone's got a right to it. Hi, Nicoletti. They're still taking our money here in Canada. I mean, I don't know why. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Lana. How are you? Jen B, you want to start to use retinol? I would suggest use once a week until you get used to it, and then go like twice a week if you have sensitive skin. The entire U.S. economy was built on slavery. Should we have nothing to do with them either? You're right. It was built on slavery. You're right. And, you know, Canada, here in Canada, we had slaves and stuff like that. For me personally, I just don't get why now in this world, why we need to have the mercury. But that's my own personal opinion, and that's your personal opinion, you know? Jen B, you seriously need a good eye cream. Belief has a really good eye cream. I love Caudalie myself. No worries, Janet. We're just having a conversation, love. So 1 a week to start. Yes, Jen B. That's what I think. If you've never tried it before for retinol, I would start it once a week. Do like one night, maybe on a Sunday, and then do that for a couple of weeks, and then, you know, go twice a week, spread it out, and see, you know, how your skin is with it. Has anyone actually seen results? To be honest, and I don't really see a difference in my skin when I use retinol, but that's just my skin. I think everyone is different, right? You just don't see anything. Yeah, I didn't really see any great results. I just, you know, but everyone's different. Everyone's skin is different. So, okay, primer's done. Next to foundation. And Andrea said she's gotten great results from retinol. So everybody is different, right? I can't use that foundation. It's a summertime one. Lana said you have actually used a Glossy-Box eye cream and it's good. That's same thing as last week. I keep on picking out the summertime foundations. L'Oreal Lumi. Okay, yay. L'Oreal Lumi. Why do I have C4? Okay, that's the shade. That's the shade in it. So is anybody still waiting for stuff like boxes from February? I'm still waiting on my Lip Monthly January bag. They're just ignoring me now. My account is canceled and they're just ignoring me now. So that's what I'm waiting on. And I got tracking for Look Fantastic and Glossy-Box, because I just subscribed to Glossy-Box. I haven't gotten tracking yet for the Allure box, but I got an email saying like in 20 days. So I don't think they send out that Allure box until probably like the 20th of the month. So I don't expect that to, you know, I don't expect to get that maybe until April, right, with the post. And same with the Makeup Geek. I haven't received tracking for that yet either. Did anyone else get the Makeup Geek mystery box? And which one did you get? Janet, you ordered the Glossy box. You're looking forward to it. Jen, you're waiting. Jen, you tried to get the Allure, but it wouldn't let me without an American address. Janet, go back into my video and go into the link. The link is the Canadian link. And up on top, it says US or Canada. You got to click the Canada button. If you go into the Allure Beauty Box website, they do not have the Canadian link there. But if you go into the video that I did with the spoilers, in the comments, the Canadian link is there. If you're having any issues, send me a message and I can send it to you. Or like Andrea just said, you can call them as well and they'll set it up for you. Where's that IG Facebook? I don't know what we're talking about. You want the Tribe spoilers? I think Tribe is coming up with some amazing things. Yeah, it's going to be some good months coming up with Tribe. And Nicoletti, you suggest trying out a cheaper retinol product like the one by InKeylist or the Ordinary, right? Does the Ordinary have retinol? Because I know they're cheap. To see what your reaction is, right? Okay, and you find the fine lines around your eyes are better. Okay. Hi, Miss Barb. The SE is still on sale today. The SE is still on today. I'm missing something. Jen B. Hi, Teresa. It takes 4 months for the skin to renew before you see results from retinol. Okay, thanks, MK. Maybe that's why I didn't use it for 4 months. I think I used it for like 3 weeks or something like that. So that makes a lot of sense too. With every skincare, you know, you got to use it 3 to 4 months to see some kind of a difference, right? I meant to use my freaking brush. Lord bless it. The sale is still on. Oh, the makeup geek sale, that's still on? Nicoletti, you ordered the Allure box after my video. Your daughter ordered the $50 Makeup Geek mystery box. Okay. I only ordered the $20 Makeup Geek box, so I'm wondering what's going to be in the $50 one. Lana said you kept going back and forth with the Huda Beauty mystery box and you decided against it. I had Christmas time, I think it was, ordered. Oh, I'm so messed up on this. I want to try this brush. It's I thought this brush was going to be a little bit tighter than it is. It feels nice on my skin. It's not doing that poking thing, but I thought it was going to be a little bit tighter. It's a really loose foundation brush. What was I going to say? Oh, yeah, back Christmas time, I think it was, I had ordered the Huda Beauty mystery box, and then I read about the duty fees that DHL were charging Canadians for Huda Beauty. And it was like almost more money than the box was in Canadian. So I sent a message and they canceled and refunded me because I'm like, listen, I don't want to get this box and I got to pay another $80, right? So that's what scared me were all the comments that I read about the duty fees that people were getting charged for Huda Beauty because they only use DHL. And I don't think they ship from, I think they ship from Dubai. Am I right about that? Huda Beauty, do they ship up from Dubai? I think that's what I read anyways. I don't want anyone to quote me. I can go back and look at the email. No, I can't because I erased it a long time ago. Oh my God, yesterday I went through all of my emails. Are you guys like me in like your one email account? You have like 4,000 emails from different makeup brands sending out their emails every single day. It's ridiculous. Or like all the things that we sign up for to get for free, then you're getting those emails. It's crazy. The Ordinary has a retinol with oil mix. Okay. The sale, the Makeup Geek sale. Okay, it's still on. Oh, it's still on. I got an email. When was it? It's Friday? What's today? Sunday. Yeah, Friday I got an email saying today is the last day for the Makeup Geek mystery bags. I guess they were wrong about that then. Barb, you ordered a $50 Makeup Geek box. Cosmic, you wanted the Gerard Cosmetics box, but shipping was just too high. I know, right? What was it, like $30? That's a little bit crazy. The Gerard box was all horrible shades of lippies. Okay. Barb, you found the Huda mystery box is expensive. Huda, you got a depot in New York, Andrea? Okay. Yeah, I'm always worried about mystery boxes. You know, you never know if you're going to get a good one or not, right? That's the crazy thing about it, especially if it's an expensive box. My face looks so red right here. Do you see that? Like, no matter how much foundation I'm putting on, I can't get the redness to go away. Go away. Just a little bit more. It's not going to go away today. Well, crackers. I think I'm just flushed. Remember, Barb, the conversation we were having last week about when we're flushed and hot? No, there's nothing we can do. The redness stays. Because I'm all flushed and hot now, so my cheeks are going to stay red until I cool down. Holy, I find it so hot in here. If they ship from Dubai, the duties will be huge. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure when I had ordered that box, and I was speaking with them, they had said Dubai. Maybe some things come from New York, some things else come from Dubai. I don't know. But I don't know much about Huda. Huda isn't like a brand that I really go towards often. Like, I don't even know, other than I think I had an eyeshadow palette from them that we got in BoxyCharm. Was that Huda Beauty? Right. I think so. I think we got an eyeshadow palette from them. But it's not a brand that I often buy, so I don't know much about the company. Any plans today? Good sales. Well, I'm going to fold my 8 loads of laundry, and then I'm going to do some work. Not that I got to do work, but if I don't, go through my faxes that I got over the weekend, then Monday is always hectic. It's crazy. And guaranteed, when I get up tomorrow morning, there's going to be probably 3, maybe 4 cancellations for the week. So Monday is going to be a hustle trying to book patients for the hospital, because people like to cancel the night before. But I haven't even looked to see if there's any good sales today, to be honest. I know Sephora is having, they're having their sale coming up in April, where you get, what is it, 15, 20, and 25% off, or 10, 15, and 20% off. Like if you're Rouge, I think you get 20 or 25% off. I know that's coming up. I haven't really seen anything new on Shoppers Drug Mart recently, like to see if anything came out new at Shoppers. So I haven't seen any new sales being posted. Hey, listen, when is Easter? Is that the first week of April, Easter? There was something that I wanted to get. What was it? God, I think there was a box or something that I wanted to try, and I can't remember what it's called now. I'm doing a fabulous job here today with makeup, let me tell you. Yesterday I didn't put any on. It happens to your face too, right, Barb? I'm so hot here. Cosmic's got a couple of Huda palettes and liquid lips. Nicolette D, embrace the flush. Jen B, sounds like your life. Don't check emails on weekends. Monday, you're swamped with them. Yep. You don't get how your boss works literally all weekend. I know, right? April the 4th. Okay, so that's Good Friday, April the 4th. Oh, Lord. I just keep on thinking, okay, it's March the 7th. We just got to go through all of March, maybe the first week, maybe the first 2 weeks in April, and then spring's here. So it's almost here. That makes me happy that spring is almost here. Well, I keep on saying that to Ian anyways. We just got to get through March, and April's going to be spring. And he's like, yeah, until a big snowstorm comes. And I think tomorrow, Toronto is going into the gray zone. So, right? That's tomorrow, right? We're going into the gray zone. So guess where I'm going tomorrow? If it's open, your girl's going to Winners. If Winners is open tomorrow, there will be a Winners video. If it's open. Does anyone know? March break is in April. Yes. Oh, I got a week off. When? Not this week coming, but next week I have the week off. Because that was originally supposed to be March break, and then they switched it. So, I don't know what I'm going to do that whole week. Probably work. I'll probably just still answer the phone and work, because it's like when you run an office by yourself, you can't really take a day off. You like when I go on holiday, I have to make sure everything is set for when I get back. Like, you know, when I call patients, I'm like, listen, I'm going away on holiday. Your appointment is for the week after. And you have to make sure you're going to be there because I'm not going to be here to answer the phone when you want to call and cancel. Like, it's just, it's a rush when you get back. Like, if I got back on a Friday from a holiday, Saturday morning, I am checking my messages and I'm working because people cancel, right? So it's like you don't really get a break when you run an office by yourself and there's nobody else. So I'll probably just work. Cosmic, you're going to cancel Ipsy after you get this month's tracking, and then you're switching to some non-beauty boxes. Well, if you find anything interesting, I can't wait to hear about it. I still really want to get some kind of like a home goods box. I haven't really seen one yet that I really want to get. Nothing that's tickled my fancy, but I'm still looking. Holy cow, I got one concealer left. That's crazy. I guess I gotta go rip out all my concealers now. This is the Pretty Vulgar Concealer. So that's what I can't believe I went through all of my concealers. Well, I didn't have that many to begin with, so I did too. Imagine that. And I don't know if this one's gonna work for me, but I actually like this concealer. Anyone else? We got it in BoxyCharm. I didn't really mind this one at all. I just don't know if this shade is going to work right now. Undercover. Oh, that's awesome. So the first thing I ran out of was concealers. And what the heck did I just do with that tag? Oh, there it is. I better keep that. So now I have to go back in my book and pull out all my concealers again. But it's a great way to use up what you got, right? Glossy has an Easter egg one. Yes, I seen the first two spoilers. Isn't that their packaging? When Look Fantastic and Glossybox does like Mother's Day, Christmas, Easter, like I love their packaging. That is so cute. I almost want to get it just, oh, this is way too dark. I almost want to get it just for the packaging alone. And I'm surprised at how inexpensive it is. I think it's going to be $24 if you're a subscriber to Glossybox and $29 if you're not. So to me, I think that's a decent price, right? Like just for the packaging alone, I would pay that amount. But I did see two spoilers for it. I can't remember what they are now. I think they're both skincare. No, there's 3 spoilers. There's an actual face mask too, I think. But I think the other 2 are skincare. Wonder Beauty Full Size Moisturizer is one of the spoilers. The other one I think is a face mask. And another, oh God, I don't know what it is. Another skincare item. Does anybody know? And I don't know if they came up with any more spoilers, but I don't know. Even if I'm not, you know, intrigued about what's coming, I think for the egg alone, I want to get it. It's been so nice here. Oh, you can see a lot of your front lawn. Oh, that's awesome, Barb. Janet still got a lawn full of snow. It's only a matter of time before the lawn turns white again. Yes, that's true. Yes, I know I can lighten it with another concealer. I don't think it was too bad. It looked dark when I put it on, but I don't think it came out too bad. Do you think the Glossybox spoiler for the egg is any good? Like I want to see more, you know, because I know it was like the Wonder Beauty moisturizer. It's full size. I'm sure there was a face mask in there, like a sheet face mask and something else. And I think it's skincare. I can't remember what it is, but it's some kind of skincare. So I want to see more, you know, like I don't just want all skincare. I'd like to see some makeup, but I find that most of these from Look Fantastic and Glossybox, usually it's mostly skincare with a couple of makeup items. But I love the egg. And then they have, you know, if you're lucky enough to get the magic egg, you get, I don't know, some Foreo thingy or something like that, which I don't even use these contraptions anyways, right? Oh, I better put that there so I don't forget it. I don't know about you guys, but you know, like the PMD thingies and stuff like that, they just sit in my bathroom. I don't use them. I forget about them. I got something here that I got. What is it? What is, the Microderm, this thing. Like, it's been sitting in my drawer for a few months. I haven't even opened this box. I don't even know what it is. I'm just, because I'm not going to, it takes out whiteheads, I think. Has anyone used this? Is it any good? Because, like, I bought one of those whitehead or blackhead suction thingies like this, and I tried it, and I ended up bruising my face because I didn't try it properly. That's my own fault. But, yeah, so the lucky egg, it's going to be a pink egg. It looks like it's rose gold. That's going to have, I think it's a Foreo product in it. That's if you get it, right? If you're one of the lucky ones. You know, where they have like the golden ticket and stuff, which I've never gotten one of those. I don't think I've ever met anyone who's gotten one of those golden ticket thingies. You're eyeing the Coming to America collection from Uoma. There's a 9-pan that is super pretty. Tarte Park Avenue Princess is the bronzer I'm going to be using. I have to go back and look at that again. Where is it we can buy that at? Is that going to be at Sephora? You did take my suggestion. Oh, you did, Lana? So you got the Summer Essentials box? That sold out so fast, though. You always wanted to try the Microderm thing. Janet said, cleansing gel or Bioderm, an intensive balm. Yes, that's what it is. Oh, and they don't have another spoiler up then, I would assume, right? Yes, so much better today, Miss Barb. Thank you. So much better. It's always to do with sleep. And I got like 9 hours sleep, 10 hours sleep when I went to bed Friday night. And it never fails. Never fails. If I get too much or if I get too little, I wake up with a freaking headache. And I'm taking Advil and stuff like that throughout the day. But I find if I'm not doing something, the moment I stop, it's like full on throbbing. And yeah, they just get so brutal. Like, you throw up and everything, right? I hate them. Oh, Uoma is just on their site. Oh, and Beautylish. Okay. Yeah, I think that's where I seen it, Beautylish. Right. Have you guys seen anything coming out that you're interested in? I want to try the Givenchy foundation. That's like probably the only thing right now that I really want to try. There's some really pretty blushes at Sephora, but I don't want to pay the price for it, like $26, $35. I don't want to pay that price. Like, Tarte's got this gorgeous blush, and I think it's like $35, which I think it's a little bit ridiculous. Barb, you had to take your daughter to the doctor this week. She had a migraine for 4 days. Oh, no. He gave her medication, and she was back on her feet in hours. Oh, my good Lord. Oh, that's brutal. I couldn't imagine having a freaking migraine for 4 days. It's brutal. Oh, your poor little girl. And they actually have medication that can, because it's like no matter what I try at home when I have a wicked migraine, the only thing that works is going to bed, sleeping, and waking up. And it's weird because I got it because I probably had too much sleep. You know what I mean? So if they got medication that can take it away in hours, we should be able to get that at the pharmacy, right? Oh, your poor little girl. Migraines are brutal. No, not yet, Janet. Yeah, I'm assuming that's if you've seen anything you like. I haven't really seen anything that I really want, like an eyeshadow palette, anything like that. Nothing has been, and I really want to try I need a brush. Like I said, I really want to try the Givenchy foundation, but I'm like, okay, I can't. I got to stop buying foundations. I have enough, right? You know, and then I looked and you can't get it on Shoppers, which I was really hoping I was able to get it on Shoppers because then I could save my points and, you know, maybe get it for 20 bucks. But they don't have it there. And I had, like, I literally had to stop. I'm like, okay, you got a foundation. Stop buying foundation. And then I seen a post for the LYS Beauty Foundation, and someone said it was really good, especially if you had dry skin. And I really want to try that. It's like $28.50. But I'm like, I gotta stop buying freaking foundation. I would buy foundation over eyeshadow palettes any day. I think that's my kryptonite foundation. Because I think if you got a good foundation, like, you can just go on and that's it for the rest of the day, right? There were two different pills, and he gave her Tylenol 3, but she was vomiting and couldn't see. It was really bad. Oh my God, that's awful. How old is she, Barb? A good foundation is important. That's so true. When I go into the office, I don't usually wear makeup, not often, because I'm in a rush and I don't have time. But I'll take like that 20 seconds, wet my beauty sponge, and put on just a very light layer of foundation just to like help not so much cover up my redness, but kind of make it look like I got all the same kind of skin tone. Um, and then I feel like, okay, I can go outside looking like this. Because sometimes, you know, when you got red cheeks and freckles, it's just like, oh, sometimes I look at my skin, I'm like, okay, cover that up. It just looks awful today. Some days it looks awful, some days I don't mind, you know? But yeah, good foundation is important. She's 17. Wow. And do she get headaches often? Like, I wonder if that's something that should be looked into. 17 years old to have a headache for 4 days. That's not common at all, right? That's insane, Barb. I know Raw Beauty Christie talks about she has cluster headaches. I don't know exactly what cluster headaches are, but it just sounds awful. Um, does anyone know what the definition of a cluster headache is? I know she talks about it. Like she gets some really, really bad. Teresa, you haven't been wearing foundation because you got to wear a mask all day at work. And you get excited for the days off so you can wear foundation. Yeah. See, and you work at the public too, so you got to have it on all day, right? Luckily for me, when I go to my office, I'm not seeing anybody. We haven't seen patients since last March. So I literally have my mask to walk into the door, get on the elevator. Once I walk into my office, I take it off. You know, so like, I think the longest I would have a mask on is if I went grocery shopping, and then that's it, you know? But I couldn't imagine, like, for you girls, for you ladies who have to wear a mask all day, oh God, I don't know how you do it. I literally don't know how you do it. I find it so uncomfortable. Even like my kids, I ask them, like, are you okay with this? But they're so used to it now. It seems like it doesn't bother them. She does, yes. We thought it was an allergy induced, which is normal for her, but nothing worked. So she went to the doctor. She has pills she can take if a migraine starts, which should be life. Oh, wow, that's awful, Barb. Which should be life-changing for her, yeah. Oh, so she gets them often, too. Wow. That's awful. So she's going to have this for the rest of her life. Oh, that's brutal. You work at a drugstore, so you have to wear it for your whole shift. It makes you so hot. You hate it, yeah. I just, oh, and especially those, you know, the Blue Medical ones. After like 20 minutes, I find they start to itch my nose, and it drives me insane. We have the cloth ones too, but because I don't wear them often, I'll just use the medical one, and the kids will use the cloth one at school all day because they're more comfortable. We went to Stitches for the kids and got like 3 in a pack for $9. But I wonder when we no longer have to wear a face mask. And when that point comes, when we no longer have to wear a face mask when we're out in public, who here will continue to wear one? That's a good question. Who's going to want to continue to wear one? Like, because I know there's some people who are like, you know, even when COVID is over or taken care of, you know what I mean? Some people are saying that they're still going to wear face masks, right? So anyone here? I got two. What is this? Okay. Anyone here going to want to wear a face mask when, if life gets back to normal? Like, do we think it's going to get back to normal? What is the new normal going to be? You know? Ofra Bellini is the blush I'm going to be wearing. Oh, I like this blush. There it is. This is such a pretty blush. I swear, people don't talk about Ofra blushes enough, but they're stunning. You think we'll be wearing them forever, right? You'll probably wear one while at work until the numbers are way down just because your daughter's high risk. Yeah. If you travel, you will likely still wear a mask or a shield. COVID won't go away entirely. And that's the thing, like, you know, will we ever get back to before COVID? Or is this the way of life now? You know? That's your favorite blush? This is the one I got, the Bellini. I love this blush. This is the very first Ofra blush I ever had. And I think I got it in like the very first Ofra mystery box. Maybe, I don't know, 2 or 3 years ago. Barb, maybe you probably got it in the same box too. Love this blush. I know Ofra is famous for their highlight, but their blush and even their bronzer, I really like their bronzer. Janet, you're going to be wearing them forever too with cancer, right? Nicolette, you won't be wearing a mask after most are vaccinated if it's allowed. Oh, God, I'm so hoping that, you know, in maybe it might not be for 2 years' time, but I'm hoping in 2 years' time there's no more talk of COVID. You know what I mean? I'm hoping, I'm going to stay positive and hope that happens, right? That there's no more talk of COVID. Because if there's no more talk of COVID, then I won't be wearing a mask. Yeah, we got to see what happens when everyone gets vaccinated. Yep. Oh, Janet, yeah, you had to wear one before COVID, right? I remember, God, years ago, just being on a bus and every now and then you would see somebody with a mask on. And it was always like, why are you wearing a mask? I remember thinking that's strange. And now I'm like, girl, you're smart for wearing that mask. You know what I mean? On the subway. And this is like years ago. And you would see people wearing the mask. And then I was like, why are you wearing a mask? But now I'm going, hey, I understand why you're wearing the mask now. Kelsey, hi Kelsey. We'll be telling our grandkids how back in the day we didn't wear masks everywhere, right? Oh my God, if that's going to be the life for us. You know, back in the day we never had to wear a face mask and we would go to these concerts, you know, and there'd be thousands of people. Oh God, I hope that's not the life we're going to have for the rest of our life. Can you imagine? And the thing is, God help us if finally we get rid of COVID and another freaking virus comes along, girl. You know, and hey, it happened. We had SARS, right? God, wasn't there something else after SARS before COVID? Like every 5-6 years, there's like this new virus that comes out. So it's not like hopefully once COVID is gone, and I'm hoping, you know, being optimistic that it's going to be gone. You know what I mean? Like, holy cow, like I hope the next one isn't as bad as this one, you know? Because it's always going to be around. You have an Ofra blush, but it's sort of orangey. I think I would love that, Janet. Andrea, you so hope not. You like this one? Yeah. SARS is still around too. Yes. Yes, but we don't hear about we don't hear about it like we did in the day. But wasn't there another one that came out after SARS? H wait. Okay. H1N1. Wasn't that SARS? Was the H1N1 SARS? God, I'm so confused now. We're so sick of this whole thing. Yes, right? Champagne Champion from Sugar Cosmetics. That's going to be my highlight. You know? But, oh my God, can you imagine, though, if we're telling our grandkids, back in the day, no, I don't think it's going to be like that. I think that, you know, with technology and the way the world is, I think that we're going to get through this. And I think the world's going to go back to somewhat kind of, you know, normal. That's what I'm going to hope anyways, right? That it goes back to that. Okay, now I'm looking for a freaking highlight, and I don't know where she is. Sugar. I only got one sugar highlight. Note. My hand is getting stuck in here. Oh, that's a beautiful blush. Jane. Sorry, everybody. I'm looking for this certain... Here it is. Oh, I got two. Okay. So if you ever see these from Ipsy, do you remember when we got these ones here from Ipsy from the brand Sugar? Oh, this is a blush, for crying out loud. This is the highlight. These are really cute. I don't mind the brand Sugar. Sugar. Sugar, sugar, sugar. But I've noticed too now with Ipsy add-ons, I haven't been buying any like makeup. Like when they got a deluxe size blush or a highlight the last 6 months. If I see it in add-ons, I don't go for it. And I'm thinking it's because, you know, I got enough. Since I went through all of my makeup in January, I'm kind of being really, I think I'm being good by not going crazy on grabbing stuff when I know, hey, listen, I got tons of blushes and highlights that I got from Ipsy. That's going to take me forever to go through, right? Unless I've seen something like that. Patrick Ta. Did anyone grab the Patrick Ta blush? That was the Ipsy add-on. I debated it. Like, I really debated it. But I'm like, I don't need it. I got so many blushes. So I was like, nope, don't do it. Don't get it. But I debated it. Oh, that was a tough choice for me. Unless I would see an eyeshadow palette that I really wanted. But I think for like add-ons now for Ipsy, if anything, I'll get something for my hair or the brush or a primer that I've never tried. It used to be if you saw someone wearing a mask in public, you'd back away. And now we do that if someone, yes, if someone isn't wearing a mask. That's so right, Nicoletti. MERS came out after SARS. Okay. There was SARS, then MERS. Okay. You're seriously thinking of canceling Ipsy again. It's been so bad since you resubbed. Right, Barb? I've heard so many people say that as well. So many people, like, if you can't get the, you know, the 2 larger boxes, which I think they have some awesome things in those boxes. Like, oh my God, how mad was I that that It Cosmetics brush wasn't as an add-on. Then they had like the ABH foundation last month. You know, it's a bummer. And that the X box, I haven't seen any spoilers for March. Does anyone know what's coming in that box, the X box? But it looks really freaking good, right? You know, and I don't know. I'm thinking I'm going to try this company. God, what is it called? So there's this company that you can use their address in the States. And I know they have a warehouse here in Mississauga and another warehouse somewhere else, I think in Ontario. But it's a shipping company. And from what I heard, they charge like $5.99 a box. I might have to pay duties, but if the box, anything less than $25, I think, or $30, you don't have to pay duties on. So I'm going to look into this company and see how it works. And if it's not that much, then I'll be canceling my regular bag and just getting that box if I can. So I'm definitely going to be looking into it. And they also ship throughout Canada. So if you're not in the Toronto area, the box will be sent to the warehouse address here. And then they would ship it off to you kind of thing. So it might cost an extra little bit of money. But I'm going to look into it and see how much it is. I'm going to try it for April. And I'm thinking I might cancel the regular Ipsy bag. I've already canceled one Topbox. And after this month's Luxebox, if it sucks, I think I'm going to cancel that too. And maybe try this Ipsy deluxe bag route with that shipping company and see how it is. And the Allure box, I mean, the Allure box was $42. So that's a little bit of money, right? I mean, that's almost like, is it more expensive than BoxyCharm Luxebox, which I don't understand how. How much are you, not the Lux, BoxyCharm base box? How much are you paying for that a month in Canadian? Isn't it only like $38? And the Allure box is $42? Like, it don't make sense to me. So I'm assuming we're paying a sales tax on the Allure box, right? So even though it's great that Allure is here in Canada, I'm excited. But I think for April, if I don't like those spoilers, I'm not going to be getting it. I'm going to be canceling because $42 for a box of me with 3 full-size items, you know, for some reason, I thought I paid $36 for this box. And so someone mentioned after my video that they paid $42. And then I go back and look and I paid $42. And I'm like, wow, that's more expensive than BoxyCharm. I think someone let me know. Is that more expensive than BoxyCharm? Cosmic, you looked at those blushes a lot, but you're like, you don't need it, right? And it was like, do I want to buy it because it's Patrick Ta? I don't even know who Patrick Ta is. I couldn't tell you what he looks like. I've never seen his video, but I know people talk about this guy. You know what I mean? So I'm like, if I don't even know who this person is, why do I want to spend? And what was it, 25 American dollars? So really, were we saving a lot of money? You know what I mean? Because I wouldn't pay 25 Canadian dollars for a blush from a brand that I like. Why would I spend 25 American dollars on a brand that I don't even know, you know? And I'm beginning to like the darker shades of blushes as well. The Ofra blush is the Madison Miller one. Oli, Need Is Love. Oh, I have it, love. I got that one. I got both of her blushes. These two. So this was Ollie Need Is Love. I love this one. I mean, she's been well used. And this one, Sweet Stuff. This is my favorite. Out of the two, I like this one a little bit better. But they're both gorgeous. Love Ofra blushes. I'm telling you, they're stunning. Just like their highlights. Love them. I think I got those on Ipsy as an add-on. I think I got one in my bag and the other one I had an add-on. X is only every 3 months. Yes, I know. I used to be able to get a lot of the stuff in the Ipsy Plus as add-ons, but now not so much. You're feeling the same way, kind of tired of empty little tubes, right? The eye cream you got had 1 drop in it last month. That's awful. That's awful, Janet. It wouldn't be bad if it's $4.99, same shipping. We pay for other boxes. Yeah. Yeah, I think it was like, I don't know, either $4.99 or $5.99. And then because I'm here, it's literally up the road from me, their warehouse, right? And I can go pick it up. But like, I know they talked about duties and stuff like that, but I'm thinking on a box, you know, like the deluxe box is $25 US. So I don't think we would pay a lot of duties on that. I know, you know, if we got something, look at me, Rudolph. I know if we got something that's, you know, $100 or something like that USD, we're going to have to pay duties on it. So I'm going to look into it and see. You paid $36 per box for Allure, but you signed up for 3 months and your total was 108 Canadian. That was probably the best deal, Barb, because you got the discount. Janet, she's going to get it and cancel Ipsy. Yes, she just had her baby girl. That's right, Andrea. She's so cute. What was it she called her? Raylee? Was it Raylee she called her? God, I can't remember. I looked at her picture there yesterday on Instagram. Madison Miller had a baby girl. You should take pictures of all your makeup and post it on Insta. Yes, I love seeing pictures. You know how people have their little makeup area or all of their makeup and stuff? I love looking at pictures of that. Janet's going to go and order as soon as we're done here. We don't pay taxes. Yes, you guys do. We don't pay taxes like you do. Yeah, that's right, Barb. And I think that's what it was. Maybe then we had to pay a tax. Kensley. Yes, that's her name. I would probably like Sweet Stuff better too for your coloring. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful. You'll have to try to find it. Janet, I have a, have you ever ordered from Ofra Cosmetics before? Because I got a $10 off code. And if you've never ordered before, you can get your $10 off. And then if you sign up for like their community newsletter, like them on Instagram and, you know, put in your birth date and all that stuff, you get points. And you should be able to get enough for 500 points. And then you can redeem that 500 points for a gift card. And Ofra's always got great sales. And but I think their shipping is either $8 or $11 unless you spend $50 US, something like that. You get it for free. But I order from Ofra a nice few times. Actually, I don't mind ordering from Ofra because they do have some like 50% off sales. They have some really good sales sometimes. Like even right now, maybe their blush is on sale. But if you see it, I also would, if I ever see it come up on Ipsy, I'll let you know if I'm still with them and you're not, because sometimes they have it there as an add-on. And you might even, if you want that blush, you can probably go on the Facebook page, you know, the Kiss and Makeup. Somebody most definitely might have it up for sale, right? Get it for $5, something like that. Because I think when it was in the add-ons, it was only $3 anyways. But okay, what eyeshadow palette are we going to be using today? You'll have to try to find it. A cosmic you love ordering from Ofra. All their pans are magnetic too, and you can replace the pans. Yep. I have, God, what is that I got? Oh, it's from ColourPop. Oh. I have a bronzer from ColourPop. I don't want any of these. I don't know what that is. And I need one of those Z palettes. I need a Z palette for this one thing that I have right here. And I was hoping, God, one time I think I got a banana powder from Ofra. And I was hoping this would fit into the banana powder, like pop out the banana powder. But it didn't fit, which pissed me off. Because I need a Z palette. I don't like having singles. I don't know if anyone else is like that. Yeah, I didn't like it. I pulled out the Fairy Tale palette. And I'm just like, girl, it's all blues. I can't do it. It's Madison's palette. But I don't know what I picked out, honestly. Oh my God. I didn't even see what I picked out. It was the freaking rude thingy, which I don't like. That's true. Whatever you pick, you get. You've ordered from them, yeah. Well, you can always go in with a new email address. Okay, we're doing Fairy Tale. Oh my Lord. I got this at Winners years ago. Do you guys remember when I got this at Winners? Oh, Lord, I thought I was winning getting this at Winners for $15. Had no idea about Rude Cosmetics, but girl, I thought I was winning. Oh, it's not as bad. I must have been thinking about another palette that's all blues. That's not as bad as I thought. This is Madison's favorite palette. Whenever we sit down and do our makeup together, she always pulls out this palette. But I thought it was all blues. Okay. What other one do I have down here? No, is that one either? Jesus, that one's old too. Did you guys end up getting this one afterwards? The Crown OMG eyeshadow palette? It's supposed to be a dupe for the Jaclyn Hill, like the first big palette she came out with Morphe. Ooh, who bought the Jaclyn Hill bronzers? I really wanted the Jaclyn Hill bronzer. Really, really wanted it. I wanted to try it. Did anyone here get it? Nicoletti, you hate singles too. Sephora sometimes has their own Zad palettes, and then they sometimes go on sale. You know, and I had a couple of them, and I end up, I think, putting it in a sale because I didn't have any of those singles. Which bummer now. I think the next time I get one, I'll keep it because you never know when you're going to get it, right? Like Makeup Geek. I'm assuming we're going to get some singles in that Makeup Geek bag. For those of you who use the $10 off code for Makeup Geek, because I know they had a bag that was $10. Were you able to use the $10 off code for the $10 bag, or did you have to spend a certain amount of money to use the code? Oh, you really wanted that one? The Crown one? Where was it? It was at, what is that store called in the malls that's got everything like as seen on TV? What is that store called? My niece used to work there. Oh, God. Showplace. That's where that palette was. It was at Showplace. And it was like $10 at Showplace. Most of the shades of the blush bronze from James Charles or Jaclyn Hill look kind of boring. I have so many blushes that they just don't make me want them. They all look similar. There was two out of all of it. There was two shades that I really liked, the blush bronzer duo, and those I think were the two darker ones. Like one was kind of like a coral color, and the other one was like a dark, almost like a burgundy kind of thing. So there was only two. I usually don't go for like really light pink blushes. I mean, I have some because they came in boxes, but I don't buy light pink blushes. So there was only, for me, there was personally only two that I wanted. Jaclyn Cosmetics. Okay. Okay, Jaclyn Cosmetics. That's right. I'm thinking Jaclyn Hill. I see JC and I think James Charles. And apparently he's coming up with a brand too now. You wanted to get the highlight and one blush bronzer. Yep. And well, apparently, I don't know, she's going to Ulta, but I don't know. I think we have to do something about this Ulta. It makes no sense to me why at one point, like you said today, Cosmic, I think on Jen's review on her live, why is it at one point they were coming to Canada and then now it's nothing to do with Canada? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it don't make sense to me why they would do that to us, you know? Hey, we're coming to Canada, and then, no, we're not, and you can no longer order from us, right? Like, that makes no sense why they did that. I don't understand that at all. Pissed me off. Because it seems like a lot of brands are going to Ulta. They're not going to Sephora. They're going to Ulta, like some of these influencers. Because is Manny MUA going to Ulta? Like, did I read that he was going to Ulta? I'm not sure. Someone let me know. Did I read that somewhere that Manny MUA was going to be in Ulta? Because I would like to try his stuff. I heard his brand was really good. And I'd really love to try Jaclyn Hill's stuff. Especially her highlight. I heard her highlight was so good. Like, I personally don't want the loose pigment one just because I would get it everywhere. What the heck is that? Because I would get it everywhere. Like, loose pigments, oh, they just don't do it for me. You would love to get some Lunar Beauty, right? He's got some amazing stuff out. And I'm sure I heard that he was going to Ulta. I just don't understand, you know, what the flip, man. You know, what's going on with freaking Ulta? Why would they do that to us? Hey, we're coming, and then we're not. And now you can't even order from them. Like, it sucks. You know, I definitely think I'm going to be trying that shipping company for sure. I have to. And I think that's what I'm going to do for April. I'm going to cancel Ipsy and try to get the Deluxe X going through that shipping company and see how much it costs. Like, see if it's worth it. Because, I mean, if I'm paying less than $10 to get the Deluxe X, I'm okay with that, right? As long as it's less than $10. I definitely wouldn't pay 20, you know? So yeah, I'm going to give it a shot and see. And then if that's the case, then I'll just have to order from Ulta and use that company, but be smart about it. Like, make sure I don't order so much where I'm going to be charged duties, right? You heard Sephora is really demanding on their supplier brands. You know, probably Barb. I mean, you don't know from one way to the next if they're going to be pulled out of the store or not, right? Ulta used to ship via border free. They stopped it due to their expansion, and when they canceled, yeah, they decided not to continue shipping here. I know, it makes no sense. You know, all along we were able to get Ulta, and then they're coming here, and then they cancel coming here because of COVID, and they just cancel everything Canadian. You know, like, that makes no sense to me why they did that. I'm mad about it. I'm really angry about it. Because it seems like Ulta is getting the better now than Sephora kind of thing. Like, there's a lot of things that at Ulta that Sephora does not have. Like, they got ColourPop, you know? You've heard the Bath and Body Works was coming online for Canadians too, but it's taking forever. Oh, so when you order from Bath and Body Works, it's from the US? I've never ordered from them before. I've heard about them, but I've never ordered from them. Oh, okay. See, I always thought that they had a Canadian company like, God, what's the other brand? Bedding and Beyond, Bath Bedding and Beyond or something. Like, that's Canadian, like, or maybe it's not a Canadian company, but I know there's Canadian stores. Oh, wow. So do you guys, you know, when you order those candles, because like my niece orders, when she said when they have a sale and she's got a coupon, she can get a Bath and Body Works candle for like $10. Um, so she orders a whole bunch. Aren't you paying duties on that though? Or do they have it arranged like ColourPop that you don't have to pay duties? I don't know much about the brand. Everything you shop for is online. Yes, Janet. Barb said if they opened a store in Toronto or Vancouver and gave free shipping, they would clean up here. Yes. Everything that Ulta carries is different than Sephora. I know, right? Ulta has so many great brands. I mean, so many great brands. I don't have a clue what color to go in here first. See, big palettes like this, I get so confused. The palette is just way too big for me. I just get so confused. I don't know what to do first. It's like I need to just take some paper, cover half of it. God, that shade is pretty. Oh, well, I've had this palette for so long. I think this is like, I had it the first year I had my YouTube channel. Oh, crackers. What did I just do? If you want to order online, you pay USD and shipping too, like $10. Okay. I know. I can't wait for the border to open. God only knows when that's going to happen, though. How is the numbers in the States? Does anyone know? Like, is it going down? Because I know, like, the numbers here in Canada are going down, right? As a whole. Um, you know, people are getting their vaccinations and stuff like that. So how is it in the States? Like, is the numbers going down? It might take a little bit longer because, you know, they are so overpopulated. They have, you know, billions of people. Oh, so that's pink. Okay. So this here shade on the pan, it didn't, oh, that's pretty. You see that? Brood Cosmetics is not that bad, you know. It's a little bit powdery. Um, and there might be a little bit of kickoff or fallout, but it's not that bad. I have a blush from them, I think. I used to. This is going to be one hell of a look today. Seems like they could have taken out a lot of those brown shades in the palette. A lot, yes. Yeah, there's tons of brown shades in here. And I find that a lot of big palettes like this, they have a ton of brown shades. Or a ton of blue. It's either brown or blue. That's what I find. Everyone who wants a vaccination in the States is supposed to have access by May. Here they're saying your kids won't get vaccinated until next year. Right. And please tell me that the people in the States don't have to pay for it. Like, are they going to have to go pay for it? You know, I know it's free here for everybody, but oh my God, it's the States, right? Is it going to be free for everyone there? You just don't know the way the government is. I love this brush. This is Crown Cosmetics. They had a rose gold brush collection. I got it in the only Slay Glam box I ever got. It's such a nice blending brush. But man, let me tell you something. My eyes are in a mess. This is patchy. Oh, I'm going to be blending for hours. It's a patchy mess. Okay, I need another brush. You have no idea? Kelsey said you didn't think there was a vaccination approved for kids yet. I don't. I wouldn't be able to tell you, Kelsey, because I'm not really paying attention. And I think, you know, to each their own for that. You know what I mean? I personally don't want my kids to get a vaccination yet. So I don't know much about it, to be honest. If the numbers were going down the states, they probably will be going up again as some of the states have fully opened back up. I know, without a mask. Texas, right? Did you guys see that? The governor of Texas came out and said you don't have to wear a mask. I think on Twitter last week, like, some people were, you know, very upset about it. God, and then somebody else tweeted about people from Texas. Oh my God, they made an awful tweet anyways about people from Texas. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Something like, I don't know, stay away from Texas or something. I don't know what it was. But I mean, you know, I'm sure like not all Texans are going to go around without a mask on. There's, you know, there's some people who have never worn a mask. Like there's a lady in my building, and since COVID, she has never worn a mask. Like she refuses to wear a mask. Refuses. And I remember being in the elevator with her once, and she was like, I'm like, oh, you have health problems, right? Because she talked about wearing a mask. And I'm like, oh, you have health issues. That's why you're not wearing one. She's like, no, I'm fine. I just refuse. She's like, I am not a guppy. I'm not wearing a mask. And to this day, I have yet to see this woman wear a mask. And it was funny because her husband was in the elevator one day and he had a mask on, and she was rambling on about, you know, we're all a bunch of sheep and we're all a bunch of guppies and blah, blah, blah. And her husband's there with a mask going, well, that's your opinion, you know, but, and I'm like, oh, I can just imagine what it must be like for you two at home. You know what I mean? He's there with a mask on and she's very like, I'm not wearing a mask and you can't force me and blah, blah, blah. and he's got the mask on, and they're arguing back and forth in the elevator, and I'm like, wow, you're living with that. That's something else. Isn't that crazy? Numbers in the states are still going up a lot in a few states, but it's leveling out a bit more in some. Texas, New York, Virginia, California, and Florida oh, wow, still have the most cases. And Texas said you don't have to wear a mask. That's crazy. Yeah, I don't understand people who are like that either, Barb. And I just thought, what a strange dynamic that it's husband and wife. Like, I can just imagine what it must be like at home, you know? Like, fine, don't wear a mask. Shut up about it, right? And she is, like, I've been in the elevator with her numerous times since last March, and every single time she's not wearing a mask. It's not even brought up in conversation because I know you're not going to wear a mask. You've told me 1,000 times already. But every single time she wants to make sure that people know that she's not a guppy. She's not wearing a mask. And, you know, we're all a bunch of sheep, right? You're right. Okay, we get it. You don't want to wear a mask, but why do you got to talk about it every single time, you know? So I think some people just like to be heard, you know, just need to, I don't know, maybe fight about something. I'm doing a little pinky kind of a look here today. The shimmer is not, well, let's try it with my finger. Oh no, the shimmer is good. That's not bad. I don't know if you guys can see it as well, but the shimmer is really nice in this. This is like a pinky kind of a shimmer. Okay, Rude Cosmetics. I got a little bit of fallout. The health unit can force her with a fine if they catch her. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I don't know if she goes outside much. But she must. I see her in the elevator. How do people get away with not wearing a mask? Right? You thought they would be charged. Exactly. So I think what it is that she's muttering off when she's in the apartment building, but I wonder what happens when she goes out in public. You know what I mean? Will she be, well, she's a deaf Karen. She, you know, there's probably videos of her somewhere on the internet right now, right? Barb, she's in Alberta. There are elevator people everywhere. Yes. People love to tell me all the time about how masks are a giant conspiracy and hand sanitizer is a form of poison that goes into your bloodstream. Wow. The joys of working in retail. I know, right? Like, some of you girls must hear it all. You must hear it all. Not a place I want to be working anymore. I had a patient call me and ask me if I can get her the vaccination. And I'm like, I can't get you the vaccination. You know, we have nothing to do with that, right? And she's like, well, no, if you want me to come to my appointment, you have to give me the vaccination. And I'm like, girl, I don't have your vaccination. No doctor's office has got your vaccination as of then, right? You have to wait, like, until the government says it's your time. You know, I can't get you the vaccination. But she was real mad at me. This woman was so mad at me that I wouldn't give her the vaccination. I'm like, girl, I don't have the vaccination. I don't even have it for myself. You know what I mean? Like, I can't get you the vaccination. Yeah. Some people, crazy. That's my look today, everybody. It's nothing special. That's all I'm going to be doing with that. But I got all these shades to work with all week. Y'all know I'm not going to go near this blue. It's pretty, but I just don't like it. That looks like a green. What is that? Oh, it is a green. My phone just went off again. Barb said, right, Cosmic, I think it's a conspiracy theory. Believe what you will. Face your consequences. That's right. Now be quiet because I don't want to hear you. Exactly. Oh, it's almost like an army green. And there's another shade right there. This is not a bad palette, actually. It means your neighbor has no respect for everyone around her because the mask is to protect others from your germs more than you. That's so true, Nicoletti. So true. And like her poor husband, you know, I just kept on thinking about her poor husband. Here he is with a mask and she's muttering off in the elevator. Thank God it was just me and him and her, right? She's muttering off saying how we're all a bunch of sheep and this and that and whatever. And her husband was like, will you just shut up? And I just thought, oh my God. You're going out in public with this woman, and if she's like this in the elevator, what's she going to be like out in public? You know, I felt bad for him. I really did. I felt really bad for this poor man. He's there with his mask on. He's like, well, I'm not going to get COVID. And I'm like, well, you know what? Unless you're wearing your mask inside your house 24/7 because of your wife, you're going to get it from her. You know what I mean? So he's not, there's no way this poor man can be safe, right? Charlotte Tilbury Legend is the mascara. Cosmic had a guy in a Trump mask that asked for the Trump discount. You told him to keep talking and it will be the Trump tax. Oh, wow. Ah, that is funny. The Trump discount. Oh, my God. Thank you, Andrea. Yeah, you have no more patience for the crazy? Oh my goodness. I seen, oh my God. Did anyone see the video of, so you know the person who does the talking for the White House, the press secretary? And somebody had asked her, I think it was to do with immigration anyways. And the reporter was like, Americans are saying blah, 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 blah. And the press secretary was like, so what Americans exactly are you talking about? And the reporter's like, well, President Trump. And she's like, yeah, so we don't take anything that President Trump and his council has to say. Like, they're not counseling us kind of thing. Her response was so freaking funny. It was posted on Twitter and I watched the video, but it was funny what she said. I'm not going to be able to say it perfectly, but if you happen to see it, it was very funny. It's like she schooled the Trump reporter. And apparently he's saying that he's coming back again in 2024. Or is it 2025? 2024, right? No patience for the crazy. That's right, Nicoletti. Barb said, I think I'm in the same boat. When you're ready to reach out and smack an anti-masker, it's time for meditation or something. Oy vey. You know, they all can say whatever they want, but, oh, here it is, Legend. You know, once if they happen to get COVID, then it's a different freaking story. I seen on Twitter today, I don't even want to call this person a beauty guru because they're not. Anyways, they were saying something about how they got the virus and they can't get tested or something wherever they are. But yet somebody posted a video of him at a party like a few days before or something. And you're like, oh, so now you're complaining you got the virus. But 5 days ago you were at a party, you know? I don't know. Cosmic, you've had so many discussions with young Earth creationists, and flat earthers. You're done. Oh, yes. Yep. I've heard of those people. One of my husband's best friends, somebody around him thinks the earth is flat. People are crazy. Some people have some crazy notions in their head, you know. I mean, I think with every conspiracy theory, there's, well, not with everyone, but with some of them, there's a little bit of truth to it, you know, but some of them are just way off the mark. Like, they're insane, some of these theories. God help the world if Trump comes back in 2024. Yeah, I seen that he was getting like a lot of people supporting him, like money wise. I guess big companies, whatever, were donating a lot of money to him and stuff like that. And they legit think that they're coming back in 2024. Now, I wonder if the Republic Party will nominate him back, or I just can't see them doing that. I can't see the Republic Party, the way everything ended. Um, and a lot of the Republic Party was not like standing next to him, kind of thing. You know what I mean? I think they were done with him by the time he left the White House. So I can't see the Republican accepting his nomination. But I figure he'll try to come back as other, you know. He probably start up his own party, the Trump party kind of thing. I mean, I can see him doing that. So there's going to be Democrats, Republicans, and the Trump party, right? Right, we're done. They will because they're stupid. Yep. If Trump comes back, you're deleting all your social media and throwing out your TV. You heard one of his kids were going to run? Wow. And the thing is, like, you can sit here and go, oh, God, I can't see that happen. I can't see one of his kids winning the presidency, but who would have thought, like, literally, I would have never thought, that Trump was ever going to be president. When they first came out and said that he was nominated, you know what I mean, that he was running, I thought it was the biggest joke ever. You know what I mean? Like, to me, that was a joke. Like, okay, this is a joke, right? This is not real. Like, Donald Trump's not going to be the president of the United States. It just didn't seem real. And holy cow, he became the president of the United States. Like, that's insane to me, right? I'm still like, his presidency is over, the years has passed, and I'm still in shock that happened. You have friends in Texas told years ago, if Trump become president, it'll be entertaining. Little did they know. Yeah. Hopefully he will be in jail for all his crimes and won't be able to run. I don't think they're going to do anything with him. I don't think, they couldn't impeach him. Like, they impeached him to a point, but he didn't get found guilty of anything. I don't think they're going to touch. He was the president. That man is not going to jail. He was the president. He was the president. I don't think they're going to be able to put him in jail. I mean, they should, but I don't think they can do that. I think there's going to be too many rich people with a lot of power that would not let that happen, even though it should happen. Because when it comes down to it, no matter who the president is, there a lot of it is run by powerful people. Powerful, rich people run the country, right? It's not just the president. You're glad that Lawrence, the scientist you work for, is moving home to Canada this year. Okay. Barb said, I think New York is trying something, but this man stole from his own charity and got a slap on the wrist. Nothing will happen. Money buys injustice for all. You're exactly right. Exactly right. Like, the rich and powerful, it is so hard. I mean, the fact that, what's his name? Harvey Weinstein, like, the fact that he actually got found guilty and went to jail, to me, that's amazing. That stuns me, because usually the rich and the powerful, you can't touch them no matter how hard you try. You can't touch them, right? It's rare. Like, that Harvey Weinstein, that was rare that he got found guilty, even though he was guilty. And there's another one too. Wasn't there somebody else too who, another white, rich and powerful male? He did some crimes. God, I can't remember what it was. but he was found guilty. Like, wasn't there two in the last probably 5 years, maybe 10 years, that it wasn't shocking what their crimes were. It was shocking that they actually got found guilty. I don't remember who they were now, though. I can't remember their names. Trump will be like a mob boss if they can charge him with a crime. It will be if they can get a hold of his taxes. Exactly. Exactly. Yep. I thought his nomination was a joke too, and maybe a publicity stunt, right? Like to promote a new business show, but it gained momentum. Like, so did I. I thought it was a big joke. Never in my wildest, never did I think that this was actually real. When it first came out to me, that was a big joke. That was a joke of the party. You know what I mean? Like, aha, Trump is running for president. That's so funny, right? And oh my God, he actually became president. Like that, people voted for him. That to me, that's insane. Um, and still to this day, I'm still shocked that that happened. It's like the 4 years he was in office. I haven't even touched that yet because I'm still in shock that he won. You know, it's like I'm stuck in time, still in that shock that he won, and his years are up and he's gone, and I'm still back there shocked. I just, I don't know. You just don't know, right? Anything can happen. Like, God help us. Who's going to be the next president? You know what I mean? I'm hoping Kanye West takes his name off the ballot this time, you know? Kim's not going to be supporting him anymore, so crazy, right? Where did that one go? The thing is, more people hated Hillary than hated Trump at the time. Yeah, he didn't win it as much as she lost it. That's the perfect way to put it. Cosmic Slice, the perfect way to put it. I think Hillary should have waited. You know, I think she should have waited. Like Bernie Sanders. And there was somebody else. Wasn't there somebody else who ran against Hillary for the Democratic seat? There was Hillary and Bernie and somebody else. And I think at that time, she probably should have waited and let Bernie, you know, take the seat, be the face of the Democratic Party. And I think Trump would have never had a chance. You know, it was too hot. The hatred for her was too hot. She should have waited. I think if she had to wait and maybe run now, it might have been better for her. Weinstein is doing his time at home. Really? I thought he was in jail. Unbelievable. See? Power and money. Isn't there somebody who was I don't know if I'm allowed to say it on YouTube, trafficking, and like Prince Andrew was involved, and like all these big powerful people? I know Weinstein did it as well, but wasn't there somebody else? Didn't somebody take away, I don't know what I'm allowed to say on YouTube, take away their life? Yes, right? Who did that? Yeah, that's right. Somebody did that in jail. Who was it? Wasn't that Weinstein? Or was it somebody else? Because I know there were two big, powerful men in the last 10 years who got found guilty. And one of them are no longer breathing. Epstein had allegations against him, but none of that were fully investigated. Okay, so which one is no longer breathing? You can't think of his name. It started with an E. Epstein? The hole does my head in. Epstein, yes, him. Yeah, so he offed himself, right? He's no longer with us. Um, and was he not the one involved with Prince Andrew, or was that Weinstein? I'm getting them confused now. All I know is that they were just old, white, fat, and fugly. He was, yes. Okay, that's right. Yes, and I know like some people were saying that they didn't think that he um, did that to himself, that that was done to him because of all the people that he could have brought down with him. Another conspiracy theory, right? Yes, before the allegations that could be fully investigated. Yeah. And there are a lot of people who say that that was not self inflicted. And I would imagine that there were a lot of people that he could have taken down. So I don't know, a part of me thinks that maybe it wasn't self inflicted, you know? I mean, when you think of, you know, when you see all of these movies and you see the powerful um, who want to remain powerful, like they just, they're evil, you know, rich and powerful, they're evil and they don't care who they take care of, who's in their way. And that's life. Like that is legit life. You know, it's not just some made up movie. That is actual life right now, right? And I think that's in every big country, in every country, even big or small around the world. You know, somebody's standing in somebody's way and they're powerful and rich, you're gone. Or if somebody can take somebody down, for sure. He wined and dined some very rich and powerful people. Yes, he did. You must have gotten the wrong name. Nope. So Weinstein was the director. The Hollywood director was Weinstein, and he assaulted, I don't even know if I'm allowed to say that, a lot of actresses. So that was Weinstein. Epstein, um, he was, I think he was like a money man, right? And he had a lot of powerful friends, rich and powerful friends like Prince Andrew. I mean, tons of people. But he was, wasn't it trafficking girls? I think that's what he went to jail for. And we'll never know the truth, like Cosmic said, because before they started to be able to investigate anything, he died. That's Epstein. Weinstein, Harvey, Weinstein, we'll call him Harvey, was the director, the movie director. Epstein, a completely different other guy. Epstein, completely different other guy. Epstein is no longer with us. They say that he took care of his life when he was in prison before the FBI got to do any kind of investigating on all of the people that were involved with this trafficking ring. He died. And some people think that maybe he didn't pass on his own, with his own, you know, hands, right? Because he could have really named out a lot of people. Um, yeah, nasty. And you know what the thing is? I mean, this stuff is like going on all the time right now in the world. There are so many Harvey Weinsteins and so many Epstein men out there doing the same thing, you know? The rich and powerful. So gross, right? So much rumor and so little real evidence with him dead. It's just going to turn into a conspiracy theory. Yeah. You know what? For me personally, the fact that he's no longer here tells me then there was something to hide, you know? Um, and Weinstein made actresses, yes, sleep with him for jobs and ruin them if they refused. So he's home. Weinstein is home. Wow. And like doing an interview, you know? He'll be back to work in no time, but who's going to want to work with them? Some people will, you know? Oh, God, awful. You haven't heard he's at home, but that's gross. It is. It's gross if he is. That's true. That's for sure true. And you know what? He's rich, so even if he never makes another movie, he's still got money. Like, they can say that his money was gone, they took everything away from him, but these people are smart. You know, they're not stunned. They're smart. Their money is hidden in all kinds of other places, right? There's merit behind the accusations. That's right, Barb. Yep. Okay. Okay, ladies, I am going to shut down the chat. Listen, next Friday night, I'm going to be live. Ian's at work. So it's not going to be next Saturday. It's going to be next Friday night. And I don't know. Hopefully we get some boxes this week. My Look Fantastic is on its way. I don't know when it's coming, but it's on its way. I might get Glossy Box this week. Maybe the Summer Essentials box. That's on its way. The other one, the Glossy Box for March, it's on its way. God, and that's it, right? What else do I get? Ipsy and the Makeup Geek and Allure. And my Naughty Knickers, I'm hoping that comes this week. But I'm going to look into, either way, they are horrid. That's right. That's right, Janet. Either way, they're horrible men. I'm going to be looking into that shipping company for April. And have I tried a new camera? My nephew and I tried to work it yesterday. I have to watch some videos, and I'm going to make, like, I don't know, a fake video on the camera, upload it to my computer, and see how it looks and stuff like that. So it's really, to me, it's really confusing, this new camera. I just don't know how to work it. So I got to watch some videos on how to work it because I find it really confusing. There's just all these buttons and you got to go here and there and stuff. And I've never had one before. So I gotta play with it before I can figure it out. But it is one that I can plug into my computer. And then hopefully I can learn how to do some editing and stuff like that through it. You got a camera this past week that looks just like mine, and you're curious if it works well. I found it really confusing. Even my nephew yesterday was he figured out how to film a video and how to go back and play it. But I know there's YouTube videos on how to work the camera, like how to find out how it works, because the instruction manual had nothing. Like there was barely anything written in that instruction manual. It didn't make sense to me. So I have to go look at some videos. Your Look Fantastic is supposed to be here in the next 2 days. That's awesome, Nicoletti. You made your hubby put it together. Yeah, my nephew put it together for me. You're going to go back to redoing your basement. Awesome. Okay, everyone, have a great week. Hopefully we get mail this week. And don't forget, I will see you Friday night. Bye, everybody. Friday night. Boom, 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 Friday night.